Today on Cutler's Court.
You were part of the adult film industry, is that correct?
I did some adult work back when I was younger.
I don't know, I just want him to be less disrespectful to me.
I let them know off the rip, hey, I'm a poly person, even though I may not actively practice the lifestyle.
Tashi, would you please escort Dr. Johnson in? For the lifestyle that the plaintiff and the defendant have chosen, are they compatible with each other for that lifestyle?
We'll find out today, will she stay or will she go? This is Cutler's Court. Briana Minor is torn between love and lifestyle and has come to court to confront the man she's been dating for nearly a year. With trust in question and their age gap looming large, she needs clarity before fully committing to their unconventional polyamorous relationship. Jonathan Sanders, a man with a long history of polygamous relationships, is here to save his year-long romance with Briana. Convinced she has a lot of growing to do, he's determined to prove his love while trying to determine if she's ready for the life he leads.
This is case number 2060, Minor versus Sanders.
Ms. Minor, we have a one-year relationship with a 20-year age difference on the line today. You're here for some answers, correct?
Yes.
All right, tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm just really tired of the disrespect and I'm tired of the ups and downs. He introduced me to this new lifestyle and I just want to know if it's worth even being in a relationship with him anymore.
All right, and what's the new lifestyle?
Polygyny.
So are you talking about being married to more than one person?
Basically, he has like more than one girlfriend or wife.
Or
So
wife, okay.
Yeah.
So it could be both. It could be, right? So how does one meet someone in a polyamorous lifestyle?
We met at the store. He came up to me. He complimented my hair. So we exchanged numbers and we just got to know each other.
How are you liking the new lifestyle?
I feel comfortable with it sometimes and then I don't. I just don't like that it's all about how he feels sometimes. And also he has like this elder maid. She gets to make the decision if he wants more maids.
Okay.
I don't think that Briana sees all the effort that I've been putting in to become a better person. That day we met, it was a wonderful day. I'm into the natural look. I'm really not into the makeup and stuff like that. I don't need none of that. How God made you is how I want you.
Okay.
You know I noticed she had the afro and immediately that kind of sparked my interest. Like, okay, let me see the face behind the afro, you know what I'm saying? So I walked up to her and said, okay, you know, nice face, and then I saw the eyes and it went from there, you know what I'm saying?
Did you all just date? No, like, I'm gonna say normally, but that's not a aspersion, but like what most people think of as dating, and then you're like, well, let me talk to you about some other options. Or did you just go from, hello, let's check out these other options?
Anytime I meet someone, if I'm interested in them in that manner to go, you know, further than friends or whatever, I let them know off the rip. Hey, I'm a poly person, even though I may not actively practice the lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Okay.
And I give them the benefit of, you know, hey, make a decision or whether you want to pursue and just be, hey, buddy, how you doing? Or whether it's something further than that. I like to give people that choice.
And can I ask you how long you've been in the poly lifestyle?
I've been a polygynous person for over 20 years.
At the time that you met Ms. Minor, were there other...
I was involved with an older lady. We're still involved or whatever. I would like to refer her as primary mate. No, I have to get permission from the primary wife before anything goes. And if she says no, then it's no. And if she says yes, then it's yes.
So in this relationship with Ms. Minor, did you get permission from your primary mate to pursue her?
Yes. I was like, you know, primary mate is the only reason I'm even able to talk to you. To pursue, I have to get permission to pursue.
Right.
So does the primary mate meet Ms. Minor and then make some assessments, or what you describe? How does that happen?
Normally, that's how it goes. However, we did a video call or whatever, and they, you know, talked very briefly on the video call.
When you first started talking with Ms. Minor and moving toward a romantic level, she was fully aware of your lifestyle, the presence of the primary mate,
yes,
and what her role would be, Ms. Minor's role would be in your relationship.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Minor, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Were you comfortable with that?
No, I wasn't 100% comfortable at all. I didn't like the fact that I had to watch him kiss another female in front of me or, show romantic feelings towards her. And I know that I loved him, so it's like I'ma just, swallow it.
Did you talk to him about your feelings of I'm not comfortable with that? What was his response?
He would say like jealousy is what it is, like you're being insecure. And he said if you can just get rid of your jealousy, that it can work out. And he said you can do it.
I don't like jealousy, and I told her that, with time and learning more and educating herself more on it, that she began to understand the affection in front of everyone. I did my best to limit it as much as possible. So like if I gave 2 kisses on the cheek to mate number 1, I gave 2 kisses on the cheek to mate number 2.
So is it just the 2 women and yourself?
No, I have one other.
So it's 3?
Yes.
What other concerns do you have about your relationship?
He makes everything about logic, which is nothing wrong with that, but I still feel like feelings are very important as well. It's like plenty of times where he would just, not really listen and be like, you're not being logical.
So like when he tells you, well, jealousy is something that you should not have, so therefore do not have jealousy anymore because it's not good for you. That's logical, but it doesn't really address your feelings.
It don't work like that,
What else do you have concerns about in your relationship with Mr. Sanders?
I would say that he has to get permission from his first mate to, like, if he wanted more, I don't agree with it. Like, I feel like he should come to me as well because, no, I don't want more coming in.
Have there been other women who watch you and Mr. Sanders kiss and hug and be intimate, the same things that made you uncomfortable watching somebody else?
Yes.
So how did you feel about that, being on the other end?
I mean, I felt kind of bad, honestly, because I could tell that she felt the same way as me, and we spoke about it as well.
I want you to give me $5. I'm gonna match it, and I'm gonna give that $10 to Tashi for him to tell me right now what's on his mind. Because I can see...
Well, if this was my daughter, I would destroy you quickly. That's what I would do. I think you're manipulative.
You would try.
I would. I would crush you. I would crush you so badly.
Coming up.
And for clarity, was that FAT or PHAT? Our record has to be clear, does it not?
Oh, it's clear. So what is it that you are seeking today from the court?
Seeing red flags and not sure what to do? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
Ms. Minor, we have a 1-year relationship with a 20-year age difference on the line today.
He introduced me to this new lifestyle, and I just want to know if it's worth even being in a relationship with him anymore.
And what's the new lifestyle?
Polygyny. He has more than one girlfriend or wife.
I noticed in the court papers that you were part of the adult film industry. Is that correct?
I did some adult work back when I was younger.
Okay, so you're no longer doing
No, heck no.
Did that have any impact on the lifestyle choice that you
Not on
making?
my lifestyle choice. It did have an impact on our relationship, though.
Okay, tell me about that.
So?
I do have something that I'm embarrassed about. I do have a slight addiction to the P word, as far as looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Adult entertainment.
Yeah, adult entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at that's totally separate from work, totally separate from my poly life. It's just something, a personal demon that I'm working on.
Okay, does Ms. Minor know about this?
She knows.
How does it affect your relationship?
One time, I was looking through his phone because I told him to let's remove the passwords from our phones. And while he was asleep, I would see, like, a lot of pictures and videos of naked women. And I didn't appreciate it, and it made me feel a type of way about myself. It was times where he would say things about females to me as well. Like, he was on Instagram one time, and then he was, like, looking at this girl, and he said her butt was fat. And I'm like, dang, like, if he just being all open like that in front of me, imagine what's in his phone. I just wanted to go through his phone.
Okay, and for clarity, was that FAT or PHAT?
It was PHAT.
Okay, our record has to be clear, does it not?
Oh, it's clear. It's very clear, sir.
Okay.
really feels like this man has not hidden much from you. So what is it that you are seeking today from the court?
I don't know, I just want him to be less disrespectful to me. It was times where he would call me out my name over me just venting to him. And it's probably because of something I did, like I made a mistake in the past. So he would call me a hoe and a B word. So
let me just say this to you. I don't know what you could possibly do to be called out your name. But if you let him, he will. And you should not let him, period. There should not be a next time, right? Okay. But if there is a next time, that's your cue to get up and to go.
So, Ms. Minor, how else has he been disrespectful? Because we talked about him calling you out of your name. How else has he been disrespectful?
Oh, I would see messages of him telling half-naked females, I want to drink your juices, can you sit on my face? And he asked a half-naked female out as well.
How did you find all of this out?
I looked through his phone.
Okay, and when you found these things in his phone, did you then confront him about it?
Yes, I did. He would just deny it, and sometimes he'll just be like, oh, that's just my down there, you know?
My down there?
Like his private is his lust.
May I clarify?
His lust.
How does that make you feel?
I told him that's not right, and I don't feel that it's okay to do that to me.
Okay, so here's the thing. What is it that you are hoping happens today?
Up next.
We need some help from an expert.
Come on, Dr. Johnson.
Now, you have reviewed the file of our litigants, and you have also been listening to their testimony this morning.
Yes, I have.
What can you share with us?
I'm gonna start with the plaintiff, all right?
It was times where he would call me out my name over me just venting to him. He asked a half-naked female out as well.
How did you find all of this out?
I looked through his phone.
Lovey, this man has been living his life for 20 years. He is not gonna...
That's true.
You were 4 years old when he started doing this. This horse is not changing his stripes. So he's a zebra. He gonna be a zebra. You're not gonna turn him into an elephant. You ain't gonna turn him into a giraffe. He is what he is, and I'm fine with it. But either you gonna have to get fine with it or you gonna have to let him go, because this is not gonna change.
Okay.
I think we need some help with this one. We need some help from an expert. And so at this time, we're going to call Dr. Stacy J. Johnson, who is a compatibility expert and relationship coach. Tashi, would you please escort Dr. Johnson in?
Come on, Dr. Johnson. Dr. Johnson, just so for the benefit of the litigants, tell them a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to jump into this compatibility test.
Absolutely. My name is Dr. Stacy J. Johnson. I am a compatibility expert and relationship coach. I have a master's degree in marriage and family therapy, and I have been helping people create, cultivate, and keep healthy romantic relationships for over a decade.
Now, you have reviewed the file of our litigants, and you have also been listening to their testimony this morning.
Yes, I have.
What can you share with us?
Absolutely. So both the plaintiff and the defendant took a compatibility test. We look at physical attraction, psychological safety, love and feelings, and finances. For the plaintiff, overall, 79% compatibility, okay? So now let's go to Jonathan. Overall, he's 94% compatible per the test, all right?
Okay.
My concern is, first of all, with polygamy, you can have multiple compatibility, all right? You only can have that with everyone being on the same page.
Ain't facts.
But the plaintiff is not on the same page. I can say this. My concern is the psychological safety. It's 100% important to her, but 75% compatible. That is a concern because what is a relationship without emotional safety, which is why she feels disrespected.
Yeah.
So that is a concern for me. All the other numbers are Finances is okay, physical attraction is okay. Love and feelings is only 75% important to her and 75% compatible, but this is concerning simply because I don't think she's addressing her own needs. And I think, defendant, nothing wrong with how you live your life, no judgment. But I do believe with polygamy, everyone needs to be on the same page. And you saying that her feelings are not valid is not allowing her and what she's feeling inside to be relevant to the conversation. Instead, you're saying she's going to grow out of it or all of the other things. I think when you're in that situation, you have to align yourself with people who are already there. It's kind of like, you know, wanting to fix someone, and neither one of you should be fixed. Everyone should show up in the relationship feeling valued for their own feelings, and I don't think the plaintiff is feeling valued, which is why she's trying to get some answers today.
Okay.
So, Dr. Johnson, for the lifestyle that the plaintiff and the defendant have chosen, are they compatible with each other for that lifestyle?
I don't think they're compatible with the lifestyle they have chosen. Her being younger, again, a 20-year age gap is incredibly, incredibly concerning. And I say it incredibly because her brain she's still figuring out who she is.
And when does the brain close, at 26?
Yes.
So you got 2 more years before your brain has fully
developed.
soul. Yeah.
Yes. And I do want to say, you made this choice, but you have the opportunity to make another one that works better for you.
Okay.
And your decision may be to stay here or it may be to go, but I want you to go in with your eyes wide open. This is his lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get him to stop being what he's been and what he's chosen. But if you're going to be with him, that means you are just like you want him to accept you, you're going to have to accept him just as he is. You're not going to change him. And so that's a decision you have to make.
So, Dr. Johnson, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Judge.
Thank you.
So, to Mr. Sanders' credit, I will say he, from all accounts, has been upfront about everything.
Yep.
This is who I am. This is how I live. Here are the principles by which I live by. You know, do you want to partake or not? And she said yes. But Ms. Minor, you came here because you wanted to know if you were compatible with Mr. Sanders.
Yes.
You've now heard Judge Dana and me talk about your relationship. You've heard Dr. Johnson talk about your relationship. Now that you have heard all of that, how do you feel about your relationship and whether you are compatible with Mr. Sanders for the type of relationship that you have?
I do feel like we can make it work if we continue to communicate and just be more understanding of each other's feelings.
Yeah.
Well, if you like it, I love it. So.
Well, again, I think you need to fully understand what you're getting into. And as long as you're going in and you understand, again, he's been up front. I guess Judge Dana said it best. If you like it, we love it.
And that is the determination of this court. Court is adjourned.
I'm gonna try to see things from his point of view, and hopefully he can see things from my point of view, and I'm gonna continue to communicate with him.
And also doing my best to hear what she has to say when she says she's feeling a type of way, to really hear it. I'm kind of just really trying to work on myself and my issue that I have with the P word. Yeah, I'm working on that.
Today on Cutler's Court.
You are trying to recover the cost of the electric bill.
I've done enough for him, and I at least want that.
I felt like I maintained the electricity. Like, I don't feel like the speakers that we use would have ran the electricity up to $400.
You had a whole party at her house without her permission. How is that keeping her place safe?
Have you ever had a bill as high as $430?
No, my last bill was $70.
We'll find out today if he is ordered to pay. This is Cutler's Court. Brenda Monks is suing her boyfriend Britton over an unpaid electric bill that left her with a shocking charge of over $400 and a house full of dead plants. She says she allowed Britton to visit her apartment while she was out of town, but claims he overstayed his welcome and failed to take responsibility. Now, Brenda's in court, frustrated and demanding payment. Britton Bent admits he stayed longer than expected, but says that doesn't mean he should be stuck with Brenda's bills. He insists her claims are over the top and she should be thanking him for holding things down while she was gone. Now, Britton's in court, ready to defend himself and make it clear he's not paying a bill he doesn't owe.
Your Honors, this is case 2082, Monks versus Bent.
Ms. Monks, Mr. Bent, I was reading through the court file, and I think this case is going to be electric. Can you tell us what's going on?
Okay, so I am suing Mr. Bent over here. He stayed at my place for over a month and did not pay the electricity bill for $438.79. We were together at the time. I went out of state, and he told me that he would take care of the place and everything, but he didn't tell me that he would be there every single day. He was supposed to just check in on my dogs and stuff like that, but he stayed there the entire time, and like my bill went from $70 to $439.
But you had to go out of town for how long?
I was there for a month.
And you told him to just come by and check out the place, make sure everything was okay? Was he supposed to?
I had my dog there, so he was like checking on my dog and making sure my dog was okay.
And so what was your understanding? To check on your dog, was he supposed to feed the dog, walk the dog?
He was supposed to take care of my dog and make sure that she was okay, she was eating, and she was like, you know.
Was she supposed to go out?
Yes.
Okay, so he was supposed to walk her.
No, I had my own walker and stuff, but he was just supposed to just make sure she was also good.
Okay, so
yes.
Give her water, give her food.
Just make sure she's good. I already had someone checking who actually was her prominent like walker and like take her out for everything that she needs and feed her and everything. Like.
Okay. Did you explicitly say, don't stay in my place? Or did you think he might stay there? Did you have a clue that he might come through and hang out?
We were in a relationship, so obviously, like, maybe he thought maybe he could stay a little longer, but, like, I never said to stay longer. No.
Okay. Mr. Bent, you've heard Ms. Monk's testimony. Do you have any different testimony about the expectation of what you were supposed to do?
Personally, I feel like I shouldn't be held liable only off the fact that she more so asked me to stay. Like, I had no problem looking after the dog and watching the apartment, whether we were on good terms or bad, but more so she asked me to stay. Like, hey, I'm going out of town. Would you mind coming and house sitting and, like, looking after the dog for me?
So when you went to Miss Monk's place, did you pack a grip for a whole month to go over there and move in? And
Definitely not, no.
Okay, were you back and forth? What was...
Back and forth. No more than like maybe 2 nights at most, and then I would go back home off.
You spent a week, so let's not lie.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Because I have cameras in my house. If you left, he would come back the same day, basically.
When did you find out that he was staying there? Were you able to see your camera from...
It was like 2 weeks after I left. I started watching the cameras because, like, I would text him, and for some strange reason, he would not respond.
So
and then I started watching the cameras. He was playing video games all day, and, like, I would be like, what are you doing? Da, 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 da. And he would be playing video games. He's playing video games and not making money.
Okay.
Do you pay the rent? Do you do anything? No. So it's just like, what are we talking about?
Mr. Bent, during this month that you were there, were you employed?
So I was in between jobs when I was watching the house.
Okay, and the only reason I was asking, I was trying to figure out during this month, were you leaving her place to go to work and then maybe coming back? But it sounds like you did not have a physical place of employment to go to. Is that correct?
It wasn't steady.
Okay, so you're seeing him in the place most of the time. Did you call him up and say, look, get out my place?
Mm-hmm. So yes, there was a time where, because I do have speakers in my cameras, I would be like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I would like try to talk to him and be like, what are you doing? And he would be like,
And he's looking up at the camera talking to you?
There was a time where he ignored me. Straight ignored me, and was like, I'd be like, you're playing video games again. And he'd be like a frozen person. Pretended he pretended like he can't hear me. And then I'm calling him, he not picking up the phone.
Why were you so incensed about him playing video games all day when he apparently wasn't missing work, your apartment was being taken care of? What was your concern at that 2-week mark when you first noticed
So at the time, also, you know, I have my dogs there, and like he's supposed to be taking care of my dogs. He was like just playing video games, so I would look at the camera and my dogs would just be like running around or whatever. Not that he wasn't taking care of my dogs, I won't say that, but I will say that like
You just did.
He's just there. What are you there
No, you
for?
just did. Because your original arrangement was he was just supposed to go in, kind of open the door, make sure they're okay, give them food and water, and leave. So the fact that he was there, he was going over and above. He's actually spending time around your dogs. So again,
Spending time
why?
around, okay, love.
Why were you so?
Let's bring it back. Spending time around my dog doesn't mean he's taking care of my dog.
As it relates to your dogs, him going there, checking on your dogs, making sure they're okay, they've got food, water, everything, that was all he was supposed to do, correct?
Yes.
Him playing video games doesn't mean that he wasn't doing that. He did that, and now he's spending the rest of the time there playing video games. And I'm asking you, why was that wrong?
What was he supposed to do was take care of the dogs and leave, right?
Yes, according to you.
Did he do that?
Well, at some point he did leave.
He took care of the dogs. At some point he left. It was just a month later.
Mr. Bent, it sounds like you should have just kind of gone in, checked the dogs, made sure, and got on your way doing some things, making things happen, and that didn't occur. Is that fair?
It sounds about right. I mean, she basically begged me to be present in the house, but maybe it was misconstrued for more than walking the dog and I guess...
Misconstrued by whom? You or her?
By me. We'll go.
You took it to the next level.
Make sure the milk wasn't expired, because I was throwing away stuff out the fridge, watering the plants. She had an orchid at one point, but it did end up dying, but I don't think that was also...
Are you for real?
That wasn't on me.
I have a bunch of plants. He killed about 4 of them. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because like that's not okay. My plants are my babies, and he killed 4 of my plants. And then like you didn't really take care of my dogs the way that I wanted you to, and then you didn't pay the electricity bill, and now here we are.
Coming up.
So while you were there, did you do anything unusual in the apartment? I mean, clearly you were playing your game, but like were you running the dishwasher 12 hours a day? Were you running the washing machine? Did you do anything unusual in this apartment?
Does your ex owe you money? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
He told me that he would take care of the place and everything, but he didn't tell me that he would be there every single day. He was supposed to just check in and check in on my dogs and stuff like that, but he stayed there the entire time, and like my bill went from $70 to $439.
Did you observe him doing anything other than playing video games that you thought was not in keeping with what you would want?
Just not like doing anything that I needed him to do. And then like when I would try to speak to him, he's just like on the game the entire time. So it was like no communication.
I did have on headphones, so maybe when she's wah, 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 I'm locked in, listening to my
the wah, wah, wah. That's how I sound?
Like Charlie Brown, wah, 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 yeah, like...
Wah, 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 wah.
Wow, okay. So while you were there, did you do anything unusual in the apartment? I mean, clearly you were playing your game, but like were you running the dishwasher 12 hours a day? Were you running the washing machine? Did you do anything unusual in this apartment? Did you have a party while she was gone? What?
There was one small get-together, or small little shindig.
Okay.
Clock the tea. Clock the tea.
Okay.
Clock the tea.
When you say a small shindig, how many people attended?
I want to say less than 15.
Less than 15?
Less than 15, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So did you have a DJ?
We did have a DJ booth set up. It was actually, the 15 people were lit. There was a DJ booth.
Okay.
My one friend is a sous chef, so he was, chopping up hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. It was a very nice little get-together.
Okay.
But, no damages to the property. I felt like I maintained the electricity, like lights weren't blaring. I don't feel like the speakers that we used would have ran the electricity up to $400.
Did you do anything else unusual besides the shindig? How many shindigs did you have?
First account as a shindig, 3 or more people.
Right, okay, go ahead.
That was my only shindig.
All right.
Did you have any other gatherings of 3 or less people?
Like 2 or 3 times there were people over.
2 or 3 times in 3 weeks, you had a shindig and 2 or 3 other small events.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Are you okay?
All right. So, Ms. Monks, you have brought
evidence.
You brought this lawsuit, and you are trying to recover the cost of the electric bill.
Yeah, I think I'm owed that. I mean, I've done enough for him, and I at least want that, my money.
Up next.
Sir, you had a whole party at her house without her permission. How is that keeping her place safe?
Mr. Bent, do you feel you owe any of this money?
There was one small get-together, or small little shindig.
Okay.
Clock the tea.
You say a small shindig, how many people attended?
I want to say less than 15.
Less than 15?
Less than 15, yeah.
When you got back to New York, was he still there in your apartment?
Yes.
Okay, did you have a conversation at that time?
Yes. When I got there, it was more so like, I'm not okay with this. I think we're done, and you gotta go. And that's what it was.
Okay, so that's what caused your relationship to break up?
Yeah, literally.
So at some point, the electricity bill comes in, or you see it online or whatever, right? Okay, what happened at that point?
So I didn't see my electricity bill for 2 months, and when I asked him to pay it, he was like, no. And I was like, oh yeah, you're broke. Okay, we're done.
So what was the time period you were gone? What month of the year was that?
October.
Was it the full month of October, basically?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. When you saw the bill in December, what did you do?
I was just irate. I was like confused. I called Con Edison. I was a little confused about it. And then I called him. And when I talked to him about it, he was just really like jokey, like, ha 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 ha, like just making it like something that is just nothing. He's like, you got the money, you're fine, da 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 da. And I'm just like, it doesn't matter that I have the money. I need you to pay this because this is what you did. And he was just more so like, I'm not paying it.
Did you confirm with Con Ed that this was not a mistake or a misreading?
That's why I called them first before calling him.
All right. Mr. Bent, she said you didn't really take this seriously when she contacted you.
When it came down to, I guess when you put everything on the table, like the dog, the orchid, whether or not I had a shindig, like traveling from my house to her house, I feel like that was me putting out to make sure that your house and like your dwelling was safe. So it's like, why am I now being held accountable for that when I didn't have to be there in the first place?
Well, look
She didn't have it.
Wait, that sounds all good, but sir, you had a whole party at her house without her permission. How is that keeping her place safe? So you cannot say, I was keeping your place safe and you got strangers in it.
If anything, I feel like foot traffic would make that place seem more...
Don't think.
No?
Oh!
That's fair, Your Honor.
If that's where thinking leads you, do not do that.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, sir.
That's fair.
Okay, so have you had shindigs at your place before?
Shindig?
Yeah.
This man is the only weirdo who's been in my crib.
No.
Like, I don't have people at my place at all,
You know,
which is why it's so weird and so discomforting. My mom and my little brother is there right now. Like, I have my family there. Like,
Are you gonna charge them $400
you don't-
for electricity too?
like, do you want to fight?
Have you ever had a bill as high as $438?
No, my last bill was $70.
What was the highest bill that you can remember you've had?
Probably like $79, maybe $90.
Okay. Mr. Bent, do you feel you owe any of this money?
Honestly, no. Yeah, if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't charge her for that.
So if the shoe was on the other foot and the bill came back, you're thinking your bill's gonna be $100, and it comes back $150. Would you feel like that $50 is on you? What if it came back $600?
No.
And you thought it was gonna be $100?
I genuinely wouldn't, because she's watching my place while I'm out of town. So
What if she threw a party in your place without your permission?
I personally wouldn't trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have enough.
I think we have enough.
So we are going to discuss this matter and come up with a verdict. Patrick, would you show our litigants out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so here's the situation. I want you to look at the dates for the charges on both of these bills.
This is the reference bill.
Correct.
For 7153, and the billing period is August 28th through September 27th.
And then this bill,
The billing period is from October 28th through November 27th. She said it was the month of October that he was there.
so we don't even have the month of October bill.
Yeah, this bill is for the period covering essentially the month of November.
When she was home.
Well, because this bill doesn't reflect the period that she testified to he was there, I don't see where she's entitled to the money.
Yep. She didn't bring the right evidence. And I don't know whether it was intentional or not.
So let's bring our litigants back in.
We've had an opportunity to discuss the facts of this case. And Mr. Bent, I just have to say, what you did her dirty. There is no way, based on the testimony, you could have had in your mind it was okay to do all the things you did in her home. And that's not right. I understand why she's asking you to pay. It makes perfect sense to me to have you pay.
Ms. Monks is claiming that you increased her electricity bill from its normal $70-some up to $438.79. Her testimony was, and your testimony was, this all happened in October. So this bill that shows $438.79 of charges is not for the month that she was gone. So therefore, based on the evidence that's been presented, we are going to deny the plaintiff's claim in this matter. That is the determination of this court. The court is adjourned.
But
Just come this way now.
don't touch me. Give me my phone and get me the out of here. Whew.
It's great to know that I'm not responsible for a bill she could barely prove that was mine. I will take heed to what Judge Dana said about me doing her dirty. I guess moving forward, I'll be more aware of, I guess, how I am with other people's things in space. I feel like we could be friends, but at the same time, the amount of drama that incurred over just the month of October is just a lot for me to deal with, so I don't know. I've seen that side of her before. Like, she can get a little irate when things don't go her way.
Today on Cutler's Court.
Are you all together right now?
No.
No.
First of all, he is lying and he's manipulative.
Yeah,
you call me a hoe, you call me all this.
I was high off of a substance that I've never taken before. It was a hard drug. You know, we was smoking weed that I thought it was, and it was actually laced with meth.
As you stand here right now, do you believe that you and Mr. Wade are compatible?
Relationships on the brink of collapse. This is Cutler's Court. Melissa Salazar is in court today, petitioning her on and off again boyfriend Joel for a compatibility test. She says their once loving relationship has turned toxic, marked by control, outbursts, and emotional instability. Melissa admits the toll it's taken on her has been heavy, and now she's questioning whether their love is strong enough to survive the damage. Joel Wade says he's still reeling from Melissa's past betrayal and admits he sought revenge by sleeping with her friend. While he's not ready to walk away, Joel is questioning whether their relationship can truly heal or if too much damage has already been done.
Your Honors, this is case 2124, Salazar versus Wade.
Thank you, Patrick. Ms. Salazar, you brought your boyfriend to court today because you have some trust issues. Is that correct?
Yes, but he's not my boyfriend, but I'm trying to see if he's the right one for me.
Okay. Tell me how you two met.
So we met high school. We were in our laptops doing work, and then he started going like this next to me, and then he just started talking to me. He was like, "Why don't you talk?" And I was like, I'm just focusing or something like that, I forgot. And then from there, we just started talking, and I gave him my Instagram because I was trying to get to know him, and, you know, I found him attractive and cute, and then from there, we met each other.
What class was this?
I think this was language arts class.
And you start doing this at her?
You were like this.
I stayed dancing when I'm chilling, you know. I saw her, she looked good. And I had some problems with my mother. After that first day we talked to each other, she was like, you know, I want to help you with your mom. It was really quick. We vibed like that. It was real quick. So that's also why I'm here, is because I really do love her. Very caring. She's been there for me a very long time, through drug use and, you know, being broke. And most girls nowadays, they really don't stay around for all that, but she stayed through.
What kind of problems was Ms. Salazar able to help you with?
She did help me and my mother get closer. We were not at good terms throughout high school. And she was like, this is not how you're supposed to be acting with your mother. You shouldn't be fighting her. You shouldn't, you shouldn't be having arguments with her.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be out of the house. You should be living with her.
So she was interested in restoration?
Most def.
Okay.
So, Ms. Salazar, you all met in high school and started talking. How long ago was that?
2019.
Have you all been together, dating the last 5 years continuously?
2019, like a year. It was real, and then after that, it was like an off and on thing. Like, I was trying to see if he was the right one for me. There was problems with him. Toxic man.
Was he controlling? Was he...
Yeah, controlling, backstabber, anger issues.
So give me an example of the controlling issue you talked about.
So there was this time that he hit my car.
With his hands or with another car?
With a metal stick, like outside my car, like he hit it.
So were you outside the car when you hit it?
So this is what happened. We were at a gas station, we got into an argument, and she kicked me out of the car. So I was walking on the side of the road, I'm pissed off, I'm already walking up the road, and I'm yelling, trying to find my way home, and she's driving up the street, speeding down the street, honking her horn, and then makes a U-turn, honking her horn, coming back down the street, hits another U, and drives up next to me and looks at me and smiles. So I pick up a stick, and as she's driving off again, I throw it at her car. I'm like, because she's taunting me. I'm sitting here like, why?
I didn't kick him out. No, because
she kicked me out. She definitely kicked me out.
No, I kicked you out because you said something rude to me.
In the heat of the argument, I called her.
You called me a hoe. You called me a hoe. And then after that, I kicked you out.
And then what happened?
From there, his mom just told him leave her alone, and I just left.
Yeah. You also said he is a backstabber?
So I had issues with the ex-friend. She hit me out of nowhere in the car. I was like in the passenger seat, and she was behind me. So she hit me out of nowhere, and I told him about it. They hanged out in 2020, I think, and he knew that I had problems with her. And
okay, so this girl hit you, and you had some problem with her, and so you told him about it.
Yeah.
What did you say to him about him hanging out with her?
Well, this was when him and I, we were not even together. She ended up texting me that they hanged out and, that they had sex.
Okay.
That's what he said, yeah.
So this girl texts you and says, oh, I had sex with your ex.
Yeah, because I had sex with her man. But this was because, yeah, I'll put it out there, yeah.
Did you do?
But
You did?
I messed up.
When you said she hit you, was that because you had sex with her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I am not like that. This was like 2018. I'm not like that.
I will say that she has changed a lot. I can't give her props on that, so that's why I am in here trying to fix these things. Now, that story is accurate to a point. Me and the friend were trying to get back at her because not only did she sleep with her friends, man, she slept with my friend.
So it's two different gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
So that happened, and the plan was for me and her to get back at her.
And how was Miss Salazar supposed to find out about all this? What was the plan?
We were about to have sex, but I couldn't do it. And that girl, she was like, I don't want to do it either. So we was like, all right, bet. We still got to get her, though. And we was like, okay, what we gonna do? I said, send her a video of me and say, we was having sex. So she took a picture of me, and she sent it to her. And ever since then, it's been hell. Like, she said, oh, you my friend, you backstab me. But honestly, I just see it as, although I didn't really have sex with her, I see it as my form of getting back at her for what she did to me and her.
Your decision, it hasn't worked out well for you.
Oh, it worked perfectly. She was pissed. She's been pissed off for years.
But was that the goal, for you to have her pissed off with you for years? Was that the goal?
No, it wasn't the goal.
Okay, so it didn't work out the way you wanted it to.
It didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It worked out way too
long term. Yeah.
Coming up.
So in terms of whether you and Miss Salazar are compatible, do you have any issues?
She spends all her money. She goes out of the country. She goes to Puerto Rico. She loves going on trips. Everybody deserves a vacation. But if you don't have the funds to do it, then you might want to wait a little bit longer until you do. That's all I'm saying.
So don't spend what you don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a relationship that's gone bad? Submit your case at cutlerscourt.com.
This girl texts you and says, oh, I had sex with your ex.
Yeah, because I had sex with her man.
When you said she hit you, was that because you had sex with her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you all together right now?
No.
Y'all are trying to figure that if y'all should be a couple. Is that why you're here, to try to figure out whether you all should be together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, but what he just said about the friend and I slept with his friend. So, first of all, he is lying and he's manipulative. First, he hanged out with her, and then after, I paid him back with his friend, and I had sex with him. So I did the revenge. And you're lying.
Well, nobody has bragging rights right now. Let me just, there's nothing to brag about at this point. All right, do you have any issues with Miss Salazar?
I don't have any issues with her. She, like I said, she's always helped me out. The first time I was using drugs, she was there for me, kind of. She actually kind of left me that night. But
Cause why? Because you would be rude to me and you would cuss me out.
Yeah,
you would call me a hoe, you would call me all this.
I was extremely high off of a substance.
You were rude.
I was high off of a substance that I've never taken before. It was a hard drug. We was smoking weed that I thought it was, and it was actually laced with meth. It got to a point where, I was being belligerent, very mean and nasty to her, and she left me. But ever since then, she's been, pretty nice. She's tried to help me stay sane. You get what I mean? Drug use, it lasted for 2 or 3 years. I got clean earlier last year. All that anger, it came from drugs. It was my decision to keep doing it, but it was also my decision to get out of it. So it's possible for everybody, you know what I mean?
So in terms of whether you and Miss Salazar are compatible, do you have any issues like she does this or she's that make you think, well, we might not be compatible?
Yeah, her financial. She is an entrepreneur. She has her own little business, and I want to see her grow that into something else. I don't mind even financing that if she can show me that, she's going to stay on the track. And I myself have my own business plans, and I don't mind sharing that fruit with her afterwards if I can see that she's going to do what she got to do.
What are the things that you see as a problem with her financially? Does she spend all her money?
She spends all her money.
No
She
savings.
goes out to, she goes out of the country. She goes to Puerto Rico. She loves going on trips. She loves going on vacation. She loves going to Florida. She loves doing things. I know, have fun. You get what I mean? Everybody deserves a vacation. But if you don't have the funds to do it, then you might want to wait a little bit longer until you do. That's all I'm saying.
So don't spend what you don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
So finances is one thing. Any other issues with her?
I'm gonna say communication. Her, I ain't gonna say there's a language barrier, but her communication, her comprehension skills, I feel like there's something we should do about that. That's just a big problem. She needs to learn how to communicate and listen. She doesn't like to listen.
When you say she doesn't like to listen, does she interrupt you, or do you tell her something and then she ignores what you say? What does it mean to you when you say she doesn't listen?
In the middle of my sentence, she like to cut me off. If she feels if I'm wrong, right there in that moment, she's gonna cut me off and correct me, even if I'm not even done explaining the sentence.
So you need somebody to actually listen, whether they agree with it, but at least give you the chance to verbalize what you're thinking.
Exactly, that's it.
I just want to ask one question. Ms. Salazar, I know you're here to find out if you are compatible, but my question to you is, as you stand here right now, do you believe that you and Mr. Wade are compatible?
No.
Okay, Mr. Wade, do you think you and Ms. Salazar are compatible? Not what you want to be, but like, right now.
No.
Your existing dynamic.
No.
Well, you came here to get some answers, and we're gonna get you those answers. You all took a compatibility test, and we're now gonna have our expert, Dr. Stacy J. Johnson, come out and give us the results of your test.
Up next.
He thinks I'm cutting him off, and then he starts going crazy, trying to like hit something or go crazy. Like he has anger issues, like bad. So
And you
then
do
from
as
there,
well.
we can't even communicate. So, you said what?
You do as well.
So are you all together right now?
No.
No.
I did the revenge. First, he hanged out with her, and then after, I paid him back with his friend, and I had sex with him.
Well, nobody
lying.
has
You're
bragging
lying.
rights right now. Let me just, there's nothing to brag about at this point. Dr. Johnson.
Yes.
Good day to you. How are you doing?
I'm amazing today. How are both of you doing?
Doing well.
Doing well.
Good stuff.
So, Dr. Johnson, would you share with the litigants a little bit about who you are?
Absolutely. My name is Dr. Stacy J. Johnson. I am a renowned relationship expert and best-selling author. I have a master's degree in marriage and family therapy, and I've been helping people with the tools to attract and keep healthy romantic relationships for over a decade.
You've been listening to the testimony, and you also gave our litigants a compatibility test.
Yes.
Tell us what you found out.
Absolutely. So we looked at psychological safety, physical attraction, love and feelings, and finances. Now, before we go into the numbers, I do want to cover a couple of bullet points. So number one, a relationship cannot thrive in a cycle of control, mistrust, and emotional volatility. Without safety and respect, love alone isn't enough. Equally, for the plaintiff and the defendant, there are some anger issues here, right? For her to put him out of the car and then taunt him and turn back around and then they just go home like nothing happened. there's some big challenges equally for both of them, not healthy at all right? Number two, addiction and past mistakes don't define a person, but rebuilding trust requires transparency, accountability, and consistent actions over time. The defendant was saying she doesn't listen, and there's some communication problems. So I would encourage you to work together and maybe not compromise, but collaborate in your communication.
It's because, like, we have a long conversation, like it's different topics. And then from there, I cut him off when he says something wrong in one topic, trying to communicate with him good so he could understand me. And he thinks I'm cutting him off. Like, he starts going crazy, like, don't cut me off, don't cut me off, don't cut me off. And then he starts going crazy, trying to like hit something or go crazy, basically. So from there, I can't even continue to have a conversation with him because he goes too far with it. Like he has anger issues, like bad. So
and you
then
do
from
as
there,
well.
we can't even communicate. So you said what?
You do as well. I would suggest, I tell clients to do this. There's a pillow exercise. If you put the pillow in your hand, he cannot talk until you are done communicating. You give him the pillow and then he talks. That possibly can help them get their concerns out.
Whoever
without
has
being
the pillow is the only person can talk.
Is the only person that's talking.
I feel like that's a very good idea.
Yeah, but then it's
I think we are compatible, but there has to be, you said there's no compromising. I want to put that word in there because it's like a give or take.
In a
it's
healthy
a collaboration.
romantic relationship, collaboration.
Collaboration, okay. I can understand that. And some simple exercises like that would help us out.
Yeah, when you have the pillow, she's not talking. When she has the pillow, you're not talking. All right, number 3, financial priorities must align for long-term stability. When one partner values saving while the other prioritizes experiences, conflict is inevitable. Your travel, absolutely, you should enjoy life. But as a partner in a relationship, it's not I want to travel. It is you go to your partner and ask them, hey, this is what I'm thinking. What is this going to do with our relationship and what we're trying to build? Again, collaborating in a relationship is best, and definitely finances is extremely important to do that in that area. So let's go to the numbers. All right, with the numbers, Melissa, the plaintiff, is 52% compatible with Joel, the defendant, 63% compatible. I do want to point out that in every area, the compatibility was between 29 and 37% equally. Do I think that they're compatible with each other? I think that they need to do some self-work, and they're not really compatible for anyone at this point because they're both equally acting out in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
All right. Well, Dr. Johnson, thank you very much. We appreciate it as always.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think Dr. Johnson was able to give you, here is why why you feel the way you feel. And a lot of it is because you've got some things that you need to do for you so that you're good for not just him, but anybody. And the same is for you. I don't disagree with her analysis. There's some things that you all need to work on and pull together before you're ready to love someone else and bring them into your world.
Mm-hmm. So nobody here in the room thinks you're compatible, but that doesn't mean you can't be friends. And it doesn't mean you all can't have a relationship, but in terms of being a couple right now, you all are not there. And so you each have some things to work on, as Judge Dana said, and I hope you all will take that to heart. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means in this moment right now, where you are individually, you are not compatible to be in a romantic relationship, right? So for your individual issues, congratulations on your drug-free journey. Please continue on that. If you need some counseling with that, if you're not already in counseling, don't be afraid to seek that to make sure you stay on that journey. Be supportive of him to the extent you all are involved with each other. Be supportive of him on that journey. Make sure you keep your finances in order.
Yeah, I will.
All right? And, one day, who knows? But for right now, you probably need to go your separate ways as a couple. So that is the judgment of this court, and court is adjourned.
I knew the results were going to be horrible, to be honest, but...
I mean, if he changes the way he speaks to me and not be rude, then maybe, yeah.
I do love this girl, so regardless of them, I'm still going to try to fix it after we fix our own problems.